What's going on, boys?
How's it going, Hans?
What are you up to?
Fixing up this gyro light, getting it cleaned up, re-greased, ready to go back on.
And that's rebuild the speeder carburetor. It's a Model 33. I got the kit, so we're going to disassemble it, replace all of the parts that we have in the bag for the kit, put it all back together, and then I think we're ready to try and start that speeder plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Are you busy?
Nope.
You got any business?
Nope.
Nope, no business today?
No business.
All right, cool. All right, sounds good. What you do, Max?
So we got it all taken apart.
This thing looks, this looks like this.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh my God, this thing's just blown apart.
Yeah, there's so many little parts to this, but...
Yeah. All right, so everything's been cleaned. Now it's time to put it all back together. So I don't even know what order to go in, but let's just get started. All right, carburetor's all back together. Okay, so I'm gonna do an oil change. It's gonna shoot out. There we go. Hopefully this oil filter will pop right off. It's very small. Oh, nice. It's coming off. It's coming off. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I got a little bit of oil coming out. No big deal. I got the pan down below. Endless threads. Got a bunch of guys here working on the 5704. Tomorrow's 4th of July, and she's going to be doing some excursions, so they're getting her all prepped. All right, so here we go. Nothing out of the ordinary. I don't see any metal shavings or anything like that in there. I think the engine's healthy, so the oil just needs an oil change. Oil's a little dark, but it's not, you know, any different than what my truck's oil looks like right now. So. Somebody's shooting off fireworks. So just put a little bit of oil around the O-ring, and in she goes. Hand tight, and then an extra turn. There we go. Oh, this nice. Breather cap is also the oil cap, so it comes off and the oil will go straight down the gullet right here. So the engine, the crankcase, takes 3.5 quarts, and seafoam, you put in 1 ounce of seafoam per quart. So I'm going to go 3.5 ounces of seafoam, which would bring me right to about here. There we go. And down the hatch you go. Work your magic, seafoam. All right, I'm just gonna start dumping oil in there. I've got 5 quarts of oil. So I'm just gonna dump half of it in there and then check the dipstick. A little more, be half. All right, Max, you ready to see what's inside the oil filter? If anything.
Not too much.
Nothing. It's kind of heavy. Must be full of sludge. That's weird. All right, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're burning the midnight oil, or we're burning the midnight PB blaster. We're trying to install the exhaust system. So this is an exhaust system that we found out in the yard over by the speeders. It's got the same corrugated tubing this is the right length and everything. This was the exhaust. That was the leftover of what was there before. And we need to run it underneath and then up to this point here. It's 2 in the morning and we can't think.
I know.
Can't think straight. I've been here since, I've been here since 8:30 or so. Yeah, and there's our oil. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about. This is the old stuff that was mounted. It was actually mounted out the front. The corrugated tubing is actually in pretty good shape, but it's just a matter of how are we going to curve it around. I mean, you've got a live axle under here, so you can't really just route it underneath without hitting that axle. Oh, it's late night, folks. I don't know what we're doing up this late working on this. And you just kind of get sucked into this thing and sleep goes bye-bye. Yeah, so we gotta find some exhaust, some type of corrugated tubing or something for the exhaust on that.
Yeah, something
speeder.
flexible at least we can use for an exhaust pipe.
Yeah, something flexible. I don't know. Let's just go over there and see what we can find. Can you imagine taking that trolley right there and saving that? Oh my God.
Ooh, that'd be more work than I signed
That's
up
way more work than we signed up for. That's worse than the Alco.
for. Oh, yeah.
I'd rather do the wiring 5 times than try to restore that. This one still has its exhaust system in place. So there's the corrugated tubing. It's the same setup. And then it runs under the battery. Okay, curves around into the exhaust, the muffler. Okay. Should we take that one, or do you think that one's gonna fall apart?
I mean, it can't hurt. If it falls apart, it falls apart.
Yeah. What's that right there?
That is...
Oh, that's just a little, it's a little piece of conduit.
I think that could work.
It's
for
just too small.
signaling. No, it's about right.
What? It's only about 3 feet.
Oh, no, I think that...
Oh, the size of it's right, yeah. It's just that piece is like 3 feet long. Okay, we pumped a little fuel into the carburetor. Let's see if it'll start and actually run. You're going backwards. You got it in reverse. All right, so it looks like our transmission works.
Got a hellacious amount of wheel slip on that.
Not a lot of wheel slip. You're totally peeled out. Yeah, turn the battery off. Nice. Good run. All right, Max is backing her up. It's a little loud, no muffler, at least not yet. All right. Kill it, kill it. Kill it, kill it. Okay, so it runs, it drives. So let's talk about the engine first, and then we'll get into the transmission and all that stuff. All right, so one of the issues that we were having, the carburetor was flooding, and that was due to an issue with the needle, a little spring in the needle. It was keeping the float from coming up and cutting off the fuel. So we resolved that by removing the spring. Now we have another issue where down here the throttle linkage has a vacuum leak. So there's a little air bypassing, and it's causing some issues with how the choke works. We're getting too much air basically. So we're gonna actually rebuild the bottom half of the carburetor again and fix that issue with this throttle linkage vacuum leak. We've put in a fuel filter, a new vacuum line. We had a cracked vacuum line for the distributor's advance, so we swapped that out with a new one. The exhaust fell off, so we rigged another exhaust on there. It's basically just a tube at this point with no muffler on the end of it, so it's a little loud. We were having issues with the old throttle. The old throttle, when it was all the way back, once you got past a certain point, it would go back down to idle. So we had an issue with that, and it was binding up down here. All this linkage was binding up. So Max went and swapped out our old throttle lever with the one out of the other speeder. It's a little different, but it works. So now we actually have a nice working, there's a spring, it returns it back to idle. So that spring now works. So that's fixed. Okay, so that's done. As far as the transmission goes, the gears work. You have to double shift, right? Double clutch to shift gears, because there's no synchros in this transmission. We were having an issue with this lever for the forward and reverse. It's a little hard. You kind of had to move the speeder a little bit, get outside and move it to get it into its forward or reverse gear. But as we're running it, it's starting to loosen up more. So we may not have an issue there anymore, but we're going to service the transmission in the rear end this coming week and get all of these things taken care of here. We also have the air cleaner, but it's off right now because of these carburetor issues that we've been having. But anything else? I mean, how do you think it drives?
It's great. It's a little bumpy, but to be expected.
And the acceleration?
Oh my gosh, dude. It'll spin it if you're not careful. All right, let's go.
All right, start her up.
Well, I'm not a real engineer, but the real engineers are going to let me pretend for the day.
You're jealous. Very torquey. It's got a lot of power for its size. Probably not a lot of power, but I mean for its weight and size, and considering that there's not a lot of friction, steel on steel, rails in the wheels, so yeah, no rolling resistance. This thing, it moves. Very torquey. Still got a lot of work to go. This is just the beginning, getting everything mechanically functional. And once all that's done, like we said, then starts the full restoration, the tear down, fixing all the dents, straightening all the bars, all the painting, all that stuff. So stay tuned for all of that. Have a good one, everybody. Happy 4th. Hey guys, thank you for watching this entire video. As a way to give back, we're doing a giveaway for our viewers. To enter, just leave a comment on this video with the number 5704. That's right, 5704, the locomotive number, and we'll randomly select 20 winners from the comments and announce them in an upcoming video. Prizes are a commemorative sticker and magnet of the 5704 bicentennial locomotive. Thanks again for all the support and good luck to everyone. Do us a favor and like, subscribe, and share this video everywhere. Thank you.